Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing an 8-4 Battle for Zendikar draft. We open Brutal Expulsion, which is a good rare. I don't like taking two color cards to start it off. But what else is really in here? We have Slide Runner. Could, take a pick that's really good for like a landfall deck, but I mean, even if you're in, just basically if you're in red, you're going to want Slide Runner. Touch the Void is good removal. I mean, we've got some options here. I could just take the Expulsion. It is very good. In a format with big dudes, being able to kill something, exile it, and bounce something is pretty strong. I'm giving up some pretty decent stuff for it. But if I can make it work, I guess I'll try it on a first pick. I mean, it's a strong card. It's legitimately a strong card. Might be worth trying to make work. Okay, so now there's Vile Aggregate, Clutch of Currents, Shatterskull Recruit, Spawning Bed. I think the pick's really between Aggregate and Clutch. I might just want the Aggregate. There's some good Devoid spells in blue if I can make this Brutal Expulsion work. Otherwise, I mean, Clutch of Currents is a fine pick too. But I'll take the Aggregate. I think it's a pretty good card. I've played it before. We're kind of on a decent track to make processing work in our deck, which is nice. Maybe we wheel Rush of Ice or Clutch. I don't know how likely that is, but it's possible. I'll take the Aggregate. We'll try it out. See if we can't get some more colorless stuff. Ooh, I love Turn Against. It's kind of the only card in here that we're interested in. Actually, Tightening Coils is good and Coral Helm Guide. But we're going to slam his Turn Against. I just love this card. So, to me, it seems like an easy pick. Okay, Chasm Guide is a 4-mana 3/2. Give your guys haste. I don't love that. Ally Encampment lets you play allies. Pretty straightforward. Could take the Evolving Wilds here. Otherwise, there is Rush of Ice, which is okay too. Not insane. Evolving Wilds possibly lets me splash Brutal Expulsion if I want to go like black-red. I kind of like that. Usually you end up with enough playables. There's also a Beastmaster, which I like a lot. I'm going to take the Evolving Wilds for now. I think Oracle of Dust is pretty acceptable too, though, in this deck, but I think it tends to go a bit later. Picking up the Evolving Wilds leaves me more open and still lets me play the Brutal Expulsion and stay more open. Alright, I actually like Stonewaker. Kozilek's Sentinel fits a little bit better with the Aggregate, and Mercstrider also works with Expulsion and Aggregate too. So this is a choice. I actually think Stonewaker is a pretty legitimately good card. But Sentinel, I mean, like I said, works better with the Aggregate. I feel like we're more likely to find more colorless spells, though. Aggregate's certainly not bad as a 3-mana 1/5 Trample Ingester. You know, you can find other ways to turn it on. Undo Champion's good, too. I actually just like the Stonewaker. I just think this is straight up a good card. Really rewards you in the mid to late game. And is good early game because it's a 2-mana, 2-power guy. Yeah, I'm going to take the Stonewaker over the Sentinel. Sentinel works better with the Aggregate. Stonewaker's just a better card, I think. Wow. There's a Brood Monitor. I might just take that here. Possibly start going green now. Otherwise, this War Paint is in here, which I don't really care about. I'm going to take the Monitor. Might just go red-green. Yeah, Beastmaster follow-up after a Brood Monitor. That's pretty sick. Okay. All right, I think I know what we're doing. We're probably just going red-green. Probably don't even have to devote to a Devoid deck at all now. Another Beastmaster, also a Baloth, and a Recruit. Wow. A second Beastmaster would be fine. 3/6 drops, though, is that excessive? I mean, this card is certainly good in multiples. No doubt. I want more token producers. That is for sure. This isn't an ally, right? No. I think I'm going to take the Baloth. I probably want to spread out the mana curve a little bit here. All right, Undo Champion. That's going to be good with the Beastmaster. Better than Mantis, I think. Okay. I think I know what we're doing now. Shatterskull Recruits, also an ally. We're going to take that over the Rush of Ice. Just basically red-green allies. I'm happy to take Natural Connection here, actually. I think Pretty likely playing that, especially with Brutal Expulsion in deck. I guess we take Seek the Wilds. I don't think I need the Waving Elemental. I think we're likely to find some more. Ooh, little Invoker. All right, well, green is certainly open. So basically just forcing our way into, well, not really forcing my way into anything, I think. Basically just taking these super late powerful green cards because nobody likes green right now, which I don't quite understand, but I'm okay with. I like it when formats kind of go that way. People think a color's weak and then they don't play it, and then you end up in that color dominating. So I think we just want to stick to red-green. Could take Breaker of Armies. I already have a Natural Connection. I might find some more ramp. And Breaker of Armies is fine. It's not an exciting first pick. Could take the Sky Spawner. I don't know how easy it is going to be to splash for blue. We have an Evolving Wilds and a Natural Connection right now. I do love Sky Spawner. I don't know how good it is on the splash. Might just be fine. Could just take the Breaker of Armies, though. I do think Breaker of Armies is really strong. If we're in green, we find some good ramp. Breaker of Armies is one of the 8 drops that I think is actually worthwhile. But I could take the Sky Spawner too. I'm not exactly sure how good it is on the splash though, like I said. Just getting 2 bodies is so nice. We're not super color intensive. I think I'm actually going to go Sky Spawner. I like Breaker of Armies, but I'd rather go for a more tokeny build with the Beastmaster. Find some more. Like here's another Beastmaster. Tide Drifter. We have some colorless guys, but like it's cool with Brood Monitor. Might just want another Beastmaster, but I feel like the green's going to wheel, so maybe I want to stick to the red. Like I do love Nettle Drone. Nettle Drone's awesome, even if you don't end up with a ton of Devoid spells, even though we've already got a few. Nettle Drone's amazing. I just love the card. I think we want to keep the curve lower. We've already got 3 5s, 2 6s. Like I said, I think we're likely to... Well, if green stays as open as it did pack 1, we could wheel a Beastmaster. More likely wheel a Natural Connection. I'm just going to take Nettle Drone. I just like this card. I think it's very good. I want to keep my curve relatively low, like I said. Okay, so now there's Stone Fury. Current removal is Brutal Expulsion, Turn Against. Turn Against, not really removal. I think Stone Fury's pretty good. It's instant speed removal, too. I kind of want another Nettle Drone, though. I don't love the Shrine of the Forsaken Gods. I think Kozilek's Channeler is fine. I think I'm actually going to take another Nettle Drone. I'm going to go deep on this sort of red-green beats. I might be able to keep my curve low and not really worry about having a big high end. Like red-green beats is going to be really good. I think Stone Fury's fine. I think I'd rather have cheaper removal, though, like Touch of the Void. Psy Leopard actually seems fine. Unnatural Aggression's not bad either. Works better with the Nettle Drones, but Psy Leopard's a good beater. I think we can pretty easily go red-green beats here. Probably don't even need to Seek the Wilds. Another Sky Spawner, Incubator Drone. We're going to take the Leopard. Even red-green landfall with the cards we have is in my mind, probably going to work fine. I guess I can take Brood Hunter Worm here. Fits our curve relatively well. Merc Strider is cool with the Nettle Drones and cool with the aggregate, but I'd rather just stick to red-green. All right, Ranger, another Recruit, both of which are fine. I don't know how good the Ranger is, actually. I haven't played it yet. It seems okay. I'd probably rather just have a Recruit, but I mean, there's a difference between a 4 and a 5 drop. I could take the Swell of Growth, too, which I don't love. I actually don't love it, but it might be the right pick here. It's a combat trick. It's not my favorite one. I'd rather have the, what is it, True Strike? The one that's like +3/+0 first strike. We're going to take the Swell, I guess. Okay, Eyeless Watcher might just be what we're looking for. It's good with the Beastmaster. Could find some more token pumps. It's also devoid, so it works with the Nettle Drones. Otherwise, a second Invoker is also okay. I like getting 3 bodies, though, I got to admit. I think Eyeless Watcher is pretty cool. We don't have a ton to ramp into, though, and I did want to play Beats. We might not be able to go token bash. So maybe I do just take the Invoker. Could use some more early game if I want to play Beats. Eyeless Watcher also works well with the aggregate, though. I'm going to take the Watcher. Well, I'll get the choice again. So now I could take the Invoker. Could take another Watcher, though, too. Like I said, the Watchers work better with the aggregate and Nettle Drones. The Aura and Reef Invoker just lowers our curve, which is good, too. I guess we'll switch it up this time. We'll take the 2-drop. There's also a Looming Spires in there, which is pretty good. Card's pretty good. Could just take the Coral Helm Guide. I'm not going to play a Cascade, even though we're in blue for a couple cards. It's also an ally. It's not worth the splash, but maybe I'll just take it anyway. Alright, did table the Beastmaster, so we're going to take it and play it. Having 2 Beastmasters makes this deck pretty cool. Tabled Stone Fury, you say. Okay, well, taking that. Unnatural Aggression, sure. Just fine in this deck. Scour we'll consider. I mean, we've already got too many playables, which is a good problem to have going into pack 3. So, likely don't want to play that. Everything else seems pretty good. I'd actually rather not play Swell of Growth, or at this point maybe Sky Spawner's not good enough. We can just straight up make red-green Splash Brutal Expulsion work. Alright, Endless One seems like a card you just play. I can't imagine not playing the card. There's also Clutch of Currents. Actually, Snapping Gnarlid is really good too. But we're going to take the Endless One. This card's just too good. It's good any point in the game. You need it early, you play it. You need it late, you play it. It's awesome. So I'm going to play it over the Snapping Gnarlid. I think Fire Mantle Mage is pretty good with the big dudes we got too. But I'm going to take the Endless One. Okay. So, I mean, Slab Hammer works well for landfall, but we don't have enough landfall yet. I'm just going to take the Slide Runner to get us more landfall, because Slide Runner is an awesome 2-drop. It also lowers our curve, which is going to be nice. And yeah, I think it's just pretty clearly the pick. Okay, Lifespring Druid, Kozilek Sentinel, Ondu Champ number 2. I mean, at this point, we're making cuts. We're looking for cuts. I probably don't need Natural Connection now. Even though I've got the Brutal Expulsion, I can just play an Island and an Evolving Wilds and be fine for 1 card. And maybe even more than that if I'm not too color intensive. It looks like I have quite a few double red, though. But I don't even think this deck needs Natural Connection now. It's good with landfall, but we only have a couple. I could still end up playing it, but I don't even think Broodhunter Worm's probably going to make the final cut. Lifespring Druid also fixes and ramps. Might just want the Sentinel, though. Otherwise, Ondu Champ. I like keeping our curve relatively low, but we have enough allies maybe where the Champ's the right pick. I guess I'm going to take Sentinel. I think it's okay here. Ooh, I love Sure Strike. Yeah, there's not much else for... Ooh, Valakut Predator too? Jeez. Valakut Predator is good. We've got so many creatures, though. I'm actually just going to take a combat trick. We're actually a little bit removal light. Yeah, let's cut the Broodhunter Worm, I think. I think that's the least exciting creature in the deck. It's still good, but Predator is awesome too. But Sure Strike, I think, is just one of those cards I'm really going to want in this deck. Just a really strong spell. Sure Strike number 2? I think so. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm going to take it over on natural aggression. I don't have the best fighters, actually. I might just want to cut on natural aggression for another sure strike. It is devoid. It works good with the nettle drones. I think I'm going to cut the aggression for sure strike number 2. I just have had good success with this card. Triple nettle drone? Jeez. We're going deep on nettle drones. I don't even know what I'm cutting at this point. We'll figure it out. Might play 17 lands. I don't know. Outnumber with the sheer quantity of creatures we have. It's gotta. We're making that work. I'll tell you that much. Could actually take Goblin Warpaint, but maybe Fertile Thicket. Blister Pod is fine, not terribly exciting in this deck. I mean, it's good with triple Nettle Drone. We already have a Warpaint. Probably not even playing the first one. I could just take the Fertile Thicket. Might be good enough for this deck. I mean, we're kind of in a hurry to make land drops that are untapped, but I don't even think we have space for Blister Pod. I'll take the Thicket. Well, Snapping Gnarlid Wheels, geez. That's pretty insane. Invoker. All right, we're playing 17 lands, and we're just going to lower the curve of our deck. Because we just have, like, all the good plays. We already cut a Swell of Growth. I guess I'll take Blister Pod now. I mean, we've got just seemingly infinite good plays in this deck. Maybe I do end up cutting the Sentinel. Like, all of our 2-drops are a little bit more powerhouse aggressive. Triple Invoker? Jeez. Maybe we don't even go on the Brutal Expulsion plan. It's probably not even worth it. Like, there's no reason to splash now. Even with the Evolving Wilds. 22 creatures. It's absurd. Probably don't play the Blister Pod. I'm actually just not feeling splashing for Brutal Expulsion. It just does not feel necessary with the quantity of... I mean, we're taking it. I don't even think we're playing it. Yeah, we've got just so many good cards in here. Sentinel's out. How good's Vile Aggregate? We only have 3 Nettle Drones, Eyeless Watcher. Brood Monitor's pretty good with it. Endless One. All right. We probably have enough where we just want to play it. We don't have any rewards for ingesting, I don't think. But that's fine. Beastmasters are just big dudes, just big threats. We don't have a ton of ramp, though. I mean, it's possible I want to play 18 lands, because we have Baloth, Snapping Gnarlid, Slide Runner, Stonewaker, Psy Leopard. We've got high reward for landfalling. I feel like we just want to cut creatures. Stone Fury turn against double sure strike outnumber. I mean, our spells are great. Our spells are great. Certainly not cutting Endless One. Don't want to cut Recruit. Don't really want to cut the Champs either. I don't know where that leaves me. I have to make cuts. So I have to decide what, like, the priorities in this deck are. If I want to play 18 lands, maybe I just stick to the landfall theme. So that means cut Aggregate and, like, Eyeless Watcher. And maybe Endless One's like a 3-4 drop, I imagine, most of the time. I don't have a ton of ramp reward, but I do have token reward with double Beastmaster. But it doesn't seem... If we're more beat down... Like, we have pretty good mana sinks. Stonewaker for lands. all of our landfall guys. Triple Invoker is like sick mana sink. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get flooded, but like I said, we have so many triple Invokers, just insane mana sink. I do think Aggregate's good. I don't love it in this deck. I think it's pretty good, though, especially with double Sure Strike. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to come up with a... Maybe we cut one of our champs. Let's leave the Eyeless Watcher. Maybe we cut... I don't want to cut a Beastmaster, but maybe we do. And then run... If I cut a Beastmaster, can I play 17 lands? I don't know. I don't want to cut any of our 1 or 2 drops. I don't want to cut any of our spells. So really, where does that leave me? I think it does mean cut the Eyeless Watcher. Eyeless Watcher works good with the Aggregate, though. This is the problem. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rewards for playing Aggregate. Aggregate's fine on its own, but not insane. I think we're cutting Aggregate. So I want to play 18 lands because we've got the Landfall and Mana Sinks and 3 6 drops. So, and like Endless One's a good mana sink. All right, all the Landfall guys. Interesting deck. Interesting deck. I think it's pretty powerful. We're going to have to see, though. So, Evolving Wilds. I don't even think we're playing Fertile Thicket. Just doesn't seem necessary. I'd rather have all my lands come in untapped. We need more red than green, but this would be 11-8. I'm fine with 10-9. Because we want green early, too. Yeah, 10-9's fine. We do need double red. It looks like, I mean, this looks like a pretty powerful deck. Our removal is a little bit lackluster. Stone Fury turn against. Double Sure Strike outnumber, but that's enough. All right, so red-green landfall beatdown. We'll see how this goes. We'll see you round 1.